The only way that we've been able to wipe out an epidemic was through a vaccine, if we are to learn from cholera and all other epidemics. So I think that's why it's very important for us to keep striving towards an HIV vaccine. Plus, when you look at the other HIV prevention options that are available, most of them are adherent dependent, meaning one has to adhere, maybe they have to use it like every day and all that. But if we are to find a vaccine, and if it's something that one has to use once a year, then I mean that's obviously that's something people would opt for. But also it's about providing choices, a wide range of choices, because already what we have, not everyone, for example, would be comfortable with using a condom, not everyone would be comfortable with PEP. So we need to give a wide variety of choices to people, because what we are learning from the contraceptive field is that when you give people a number of choices to choose from, chances are high that people are going to use those products.
All right. Maybe from the time efforts were put in place to find this particular vaccine to date, how close are we in terms of saying that this particular vaccine of HIV and AIDS is to be found? How close are we?
I would say we are pretty close to finding an effective HIV vaccine, but just to say that what we are learning from history is that it takes many years to find to find a vaccine. Rather, for example, for some vaccines that we have to date, it took 40 years, some took 20 years, some even took 10 years. But I think what we are seeing is that with advancements in technology, it's actually taking lesser years to find some of these new HIV prevention technologies. So we are hoping that with all these new prevention technologies are available, with all this technology available, we should be able to find a vaccine maybe in the next 5 to 10 years.
The battle cannot be won by only few hands. We really need different players on the ground, the advocates, the participants who are taking part in the trials, the medical practitioners, the researchers, the funders, and as well as the scientists anyway who are in the laboratories working day and night trying to find the way on how best this vaccine can work. So the message out there that can be able to be sent is that we need to work together. We need our governments to understand us and to give us the space where healthy facilities, for instance, can be provided for these clinical trials. But we also need the individuals to make sure that they should participate in the trials. And the funders, we need resources. We need a lot of investment. Otherwise, if you cannot provide resources, then there'll be nobody who can be able to be interested to work in this field. So we need to join hands so that we can be able to find an effective vaccine which can be accessed by anyone else.